exercises for glute activation. So you're going to take a strap, something that has good tension on it. Make a loop, put it right above your knees, so that when you push apart, your knees are about hip distance apart. You're going to lay on your back for bridges. So the key with bridges is to make sure as you start, your back is flat on the floor, your feet are hip distance apart. You're going to do a good strong core contraction, and then you're going to, before you even go up, try to engage your glutes by squeezing your butt cheeks towards each other. Push through your heels, push into the strap, then go up. Hold for about 1, 2, 3, and then slowly lower back down. And again, engage your core, squeeze your glutes, push into the strap, push your heels down to lift up. Once you're at the top, you're squeezing your glutes, hold for about 1, 2, 3, and then come down. So as you do this, you should feel the engagement in the outer glutes, so your glute med and your glute max, the big muscle here in the back of the hips. By pushing through the heels and pushing into the strap, you'll be able to feel this area better. You don't want to feel this in your back at all, so don't lift up so high. This isn't a yoga bridge, this is just a bridge to work the back of the hips here. So that's one of them. The next one would be to come to hands and knees. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. I like to do toes curled under, but you could do feet flat either. Either way is fine. Back is nice and straight. Same thing, engage your core by drawing your belly button back towards your spine, that good transverse abdominis contraction we've talked about in other podcasts or other blogs. Then you're going to push apart into the strap, hold for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then relax. And again, engage your core, push apart into the strap, hold for about 3 to 5 seconds, and relax. So you should feel this, again, in the outer hip area here, the outer glutes. Now both these two exercises, there's ways to progress and to make them more challenging, but this is just the basic start to activate, start to feel a connection with these muscles. The next one would be to keep the strap all the same, come to a kneeling position. So this is called a tall kneel bridge. So it's basically like a bridge, but you're going to do it on your knees. Or if you've ever done a deadlift, it's sort of like a deadlift position. So your knees hip distance apart. Band is around, again, strap is around right above your knees. The only thing that moves are your hips. So your back doesn't change shape at all. You're just going to hinge at your hips. So as I hinge at my hips, my butt moves back. My chest moves down towards the floor. Nothing changes here on my back. It stays totally straight. Then as I come back up, I'm going to push into the strap, squeeze my butt cheeks, and push my pelvis forward. Hinge, butt goes back, push into the strap, squeeze your butt cheeks, and then push your hips forward. Once you get to the top, really squeeze your glutes. So it's very similar, if you've ever done deadlifts before, it's very similar to that type movement. Hinge, nothing changes here, so you shouldn't feel your back muscles gripping. This is all in your glutes here. Push into the strap, squeeze your glutes, and then come forward. All right, next one. If you have a ball, you're going to come to lay on the ball. Hands underneath shoulders, legs are straight back behind you. What's really important here is when you have the ball, the tendency is to arch your back and your butt sticks up in the air. So you want to push your pubic bone down into the ball in order to maintain this nice flat spine here, neutral position. As you do that, your core engages, and then you're going to lift your foot off the floor, heel drives up towards the sky, toe points down to the floor. Squeeze your glute here, hold 1, 2, 3, and then come back down. And then you would alternate and go to the other side. Lift that heel up, squeeze your glute, hold 1, 2, 3. Now I'll go back and forth a few times, and as you notice, nothing's changing in my back. So this doesn't arch. Keep it nice and steady. Push the pubic bone into the ball as you lift the leg up. So as you lift that leg up, the heel leads the way to really feel this glute engage. Nothing else moves, just the hip extends. Just the heel lifting towards the ceiling. So for all these exercises, this is a good starting place just to get an idea of how to activate the glute med muscles, the ones on the side, and the glute max muscles, the big muscles in the back of your hips, just to start to work and to understand how to activate those muscles, and then you can start to move into bigger movement patterns like squats and lunges and deadlifts. But start here just to get that activation. For all these exercises, you can work on doing reps of 5, 8, 10, somewhere between 2 to 3 sets of them. Okay? Hope that helps.